It is Monday. It is about 4 o'clock, so it is time for Monday Mirages. Guys, paints us a picture of the world of sports. We decide whether it's real, as in get used to it, that's the way things are, or simply a mirage. Pay it no mind. It'll merely waft away.
Real or mirage, the Cleveland Browns will make the first overall pick in this year's NFL draft.
Real. And it'll be Saquon Barkley. Or Sam Darnold. Maybe Josh Allen. Josh Rosen? Bradley Chubb? No, real. I think they have to do something. I think they're set up nicely. And if I'm Hugh Jackson, I do not let them move either of my two picks. I hold my breath. I stomp my feet, because you can get a quarterback to move forward with and a game changer either at running back with Saquon Barkley or at defense with Bradley Chubb. You're going to get two of the three best players that you could possibly imagine.
Everybody wants this pick. Cleveland went 0-16 last season, so we could go with the classic. Well, they need more picks to get better because they're so bad. This is your moment, Cleveland. Maybe it benefits you. You just laid out all the players that they could take, and they get to choose which one they want.
I think you. One in 31 in the last 2 years.
Yeah.
It's worse. It's worse to 0-16. It's worse. So yeah, no. I think, like I said, I think you're on it. If I'm that fan base, I mean, Mike from Loudonville just called. I'm excited right now. I know it's going to be a little bit more expensive to get two guys that early in the draft, but with the youth they've already got, you add in two game changers. If you get it right, if you don't pull a Cleveland and grab Baker Mayfield 1 overall, then you're going to be fine. It's going to be fun.
Real for me as well. Cleveland's going to take this pick, and the magic will happen. Like, pick one, Levack. I'm not overhyping this. Pick one is going to be crazy. Whoever it is, it's going to start the entire night of wild action in the NFL draft.
How over under 6 times I turn around and go, ooh, at KDO Burns.
Over.
Yeah.
And it might be the first 6 picks. Real or mirage, Saquon Barkley, running back from Penn State. Saquon Barkley is the best overall player in this year's NFL draft.
Man, I want to say real, really, really bad. Bradley Chubb's pretty dang good. Todd McShay bills him as this. He's not quite the athlete that Myles Garrett and that Jadeveon Clowney is, but he is more prepared to play that position and be an effective end, stop the run, get after the quarterback than anybody in years. So that being said, I've seen Saquon Barkley do things that I've never seen a running back do. He's the best player in the draft, but it's so difficult because there's so many. There's a lot of really good players in this year's draft.
Real for me too. Here's the thing about Saquon Barkley. It's very underappreciated, underrated about him. Penn State football should be awful. Okay, like Penn State football, and I'm talking about post Sandusky, Paterno, all that stuff. That's why they should be awful, because look how hard it was when they had the probation and the scholarship revoked, and just flat out, people didn't want to be associating themselves with Penn State football. That was the truth of it. Imagine how the uphill battle it was for Bill O'Brien and James Franklin. We've heard from people who said people within the program wanted to turn on people in the program because they didn't like the future of what could and could not happen involved with the NCAA. Watch what happens with Penn State football post Saquon Barkley. He deserves a ton of credit for changing that program, for making people want to root for a player like him. The answer for this one's real. Let's do this one, though. Real or mirage, the New York Giants will stay at number 2 in the NFL draft. There's been a lot of rumors about that pick. Real or mirage?
It is going to take a king's ransom to move them off of 2. My immediate reaction to you is that there is not enough. It would take a Buffalo Bills to give 2 first, maybe next year first, and maybe a second or a third mixed in there too, because we all know what's sitting there. I mean, as much as you know anything about an NFL draft, a franchise quarterback, a franchise-changing running back, a defensive end who's going to immediately make a difference in your team is sitting there, and they're all yours, and no one can stop you from getting them if you get it. But I think the Giants know that as well, and I think the Giants are closer to being a good team than you know. I think last year was so bad, but I don't think that's the real Giants. This is an organization that says they still believe that Eli's got time left on the clock. They like Davis Webb. They've got a lot of money in that defense, and they're going to give it to Betcher for a chance to turn it around. I think they stay put and they add a game changer, and it's either Saquon Barkley or Sam Darnold.
Real for me, too, and I'll give you this. Barkley, Darnold, likely to be one of those two picks. I'll promise you that Friday and maybe that Thursday night, the fan base that's going to be the most outraged by number 2, that pick will be Giant fans. Like when
no
the whole
night,
no matter what they do. I don't know if you're getting a different feel on it, but I feel like it's almost, 50-50 now. That half of the people think the Giants should take Saquon Barkley and half think they should take a quarterback. And the people who disagree are very passionate about it. Like the people who are saying Saquon Barkley should be the pick, the people who say quarterback are yelling at those people.
Right.
They're going to be so upset. Giant fan, no matter where the pick goes to. Those are the two. Real, they're two, and the real, they're going to be upset.
Which sucks because in all reality, you're in a no-lose situation. You're either getting a franchise-changing running back or a franchise-changing quarterback. You're getting one of the two. It's up to you which one it is.
The next one here, real or mirage, Sam Darnold of these big-time quarterbacks is the best quarterback in the NFL draft.
Man, you know what? I'm going to go Mirage. I think Josh Rosen really has something. I think he, everybody talks about ceiling and this and who's ready and whatever. When your biggest issue with a guy is he's too smart for his own good, I feel like smart people can fix that. So if you believe in your front office, if you believe in your coaching staff, you go get a Josh Rosen and you explain to him why he fits and why he's special, and you make it work. And I think he's the guy that we're looking back at 3-5 years from now going, wow, he's really, really good.
He is really good. I'm taking Darnold over Rosen here, so I'm going to go real. Sam Darnold is better. Throws the ball better. USC was better. When he's good, he's better than Rosen. Maybe Rosen's a bit more consistent. The biggest problem with both Rosen and Darnold, and we made this term popular in the fall, was arrogant arm, where he thought he could make throws he couldn't make. I will say this, though, about Sam Darnold, and the quarterback that maybe I should be defending more again, my guy Lamar Jackson. Year one, Lamar Jackson's going to have a better rookie year if he gets picked by the right team than Sam Darnold, because I think he's going to see the field quicker, likely. And Lamar Jackson's just more of an exciting player, could have a 50-yard touchdown. Fantasy football players are going to love him. It could be an RG3 Andrew Luck thing where RG3's better his rookie season and people freak out, but then consistently 4 or 5 years, I don't know if Jackson could be that type of player where he's consistently better than Sam Darnold. The next one here, the New York Jets. The New York Jets on draft night will trade a current quarterback on their roster. Real or Mirage?
Mirage. No one wants them. They might, they might cut one soon, but what are you giving up for Christian Hackenberg? What are you giving up for Bryce Petty, Josh McCown? What are you going to give me? Teddy Bridgewater. Teddy Bridgewater came to New York because nobody else wanted him because they're not sure what his leg will do. Like, I see Hackenberg and Petty probably getting the door, and your quarterback room will be McCown, Bridgewater, and Allen or Rosen.
This is a classic wording situation. If it was worded different, if I had said the Jets will try to trade a quarterback, that one's real because they will call every single round all day long. How about today? How about the 6th round? How about the 7th? How about the 5th? They will call all draft because they should. Because you want to try to find out if anybody wants some of their quarterbacks. But I'm with you as well here. It is a mirage. Nobody wants them. I would be shocked if a team traded for Christian Hackenberg or Bryce Petty. Stunned. They signed McCown, right?
What do you get for that?
A 6th round pick? And why do the Jets want that?
Not even.
You drafted the guy in the 2nd round. You're going to trade a 2nd rounder straight up for a 6th rounder. You lost that.
Not to mention that's McCagnon admitting he screwed up too. So
the next one here, we got 3 more. The Buffalo Bills will trade up to the top 10 in this year's NFL draft.
That is so real. It's realer than real deal Holyfield. That is, I think that the Bills are sitting there wanting their quarterback. They're either going to move up and get a guy, or if their guys are gone, they're going to move back. I don't think they stay put for anything. I think they move. This draft is about getting a quarterback for them.
Brandon Beane has been pretty good about this, that no one really is kind of finding out what they want to do. That'd be where I would love to sit down during the NFL draft besides K.D. Burns would be the Bills' war room and find out if they've been plotting this the whole time where they're going to 5, they're going to take Denver's pick. They're going to 6, they want Indianapolis'
They got to go to 2. They got to go to 2.
Maybe they go to 2.
If let's say the rumors are true, the Giants want Barkley, and Barkley gets picked 1 by Cleveland, and then the Giants go, "What's up? You want 2? Come get 2."
So real for me as well here. Bills will draft a QB though, so that basically says real for us as well too. We both
even
believe
if
a
they
quarterback.
don't move, they're going to get a quarterback. At some point. I mean, I would say first 3 rounds, probably 2.
Yep.
So they'll get a quarterback.
Last one here, the New England Patriots. The New England Patriots will make the most surprising first-round draft pick. Real or Mirage?
Would a quarterback from the CAA be that surprising?
Yes.
Would Loletta from Richmond be surprising to you?
Yes.
Then yes, real, they're going to make it. I think that dude's a leader. He's being compared to guys like Flutie for his on-the-field presence. I think he's too attractive for Belichick to not go get.
Man, we agreed with a lot of these. I'm going real as well, but I'm going the complete opposite way. I had on my mock draft Belichick taking Bo Scarborough from Alabama, and someone's like, "Gosh, really? The running back from Alabama who looks like he's 260 pounds of muscle." I know this. If it's not Bo Scarborough, if it's not Loletta from Richmond, something's going to happen on the Patriots pick, and everyone's going to be like McShay and Kuiper. Well, we had them as a 3rd rounder or 4th rounder, but we got to believe in Bill Belichick. He knows what the pick is going to be surprising. I know Mason Rudolph's been tossed out there too as well from Oklahoma State.
He's almost too big of a name.
Maybe the Patriots trade backwards and they're back into the 2nd round, and Patriot fans have to be that fan base that stays till 1 a.m. and doesn't see their team pick.
Maybe they draft Brock Osweiler just because they do whatever they want.
They can't.
They do whatever they want.
Can't do that. That's Monday Mirages.
They draft a new video guy. I don't know. Yeah, it's just like I said.
They draft Garoppolo and scream out, "Why not?"
Yeah, we do what we want. Who's the quarterback in Eastern Illinois? That's who it'll be.
Tony Romo.
Again, Tony Romo. Right, bring it out. Drew Bledsoe, welcome back. That is Real or Mirage.